Hey guys, what is good? We're finally back on our channel. Sorry for the long hiatus. Now, like I said, I took my time off to reconstruct some things on the channel, especially for the upcoming 3 different contents that I promised that I was going to be focusing on. I'm finding better ways to go back and to rewatch the Bleach episode, which we'll be resuming. We will give a recap of episode 1, and then we will start focusing on the upcoming episodes, which is episode 3, episode 2, and we're gonna move forward. And then followed by that, we'll be focusing on track and field, as well as the Renaissance has begun. Like I've said, we will be talking about it, and it's gonna be awesome. So for first Bleach titled episode Foundation Stones, I really want to cover at least 3 Bleach reactions, which hopefully I'm planning on doing before we get further on down the road, because I feel as if there's so much I think we could cover for the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc. I think I have so many things planned for the 1000-Year Blood War arc before the second core gets here, which will I think start in July. So we're gearing up for that soon. But in the meantime, let's not forget that we're still an ongoing for the 1000-Year Blood War arc, and we'll start coming up with ideas what it's telling us. Further on, for track and field, we will be talking about what Sha'Carri Richardson just did a couple of days ago. I think, to me personally, I'm liking the new version of Sha'Carri Richardson. It's not the full best version of her, but she is growing as a person, which I like. Her interviews are better, her speech are better. She doesn't go out her way to be over the top, which I really appreciate that. And the coolest thing I see now is she's getting a lot of fast times on the track. You know, if we could look back on what happened to her from 2021 at the trials to the world championships, a lot has happened with her, and I pray that she gets all the support and the new team that she is forming around her. I think she's gonna do great things, and I pray each and every day for that. I think when people are doing good, people are happy, it uplifts the sport, and I think I always pray on that. Upon that, like I said, guys, the Renaissance did begin, and the Renaissance delivered the first 2 shows. I think it's up to 3 shows right now, but it's crazy. The Renaissance right now, it is where to be. The stage, I have to be the first person to say this. I was kind of right, because in my previous videos in the past, when the Renaissance album was released, I mentioned that the fact that she never performed the Everything Is Love album and the Black is King album, I think she was gonna put that on her tours, which I think I end up being right. And here are the behind the scenes of the show, some pictures that came from the show. I think this is probably her most creative stage besides the Lemonade stage, which I freaking love still this day. Like that giant monoglyph that was turning in 2016. This one is more of a AI experience, and I think her set list of the songs that she picks for the Renaissance album and the way she restructured her album. I did mention that the Renaissance, to me, is that she's paying homage to all her past projects, and I don't know why nobody hasn't seen that yet. And she started doing that, starting off with one of her first songs, which is Flaws and All, which that's what I'm getting from the show, from what they were saying on the set list. And she gave it, from what I was hearing, I haven't watched no clips that much, but from what I was hearing, she did the Dubai 2023 run, which she performed in Dubai earlier in the months where she gave that Drunken Love rendition, which I'm still in awe about. Like, Beyonce is now emerged from her cocoon, and that her voice is different. Everything is different. Like, a lot of people have been saying that, you know, from what they're saying, dancing wise, she's not dancing as much. But I feel when you have so many shows to do and it's 3 hours, I think by the time we get to the US part leg of the tour, she's gonna start ramping things up, like in high energy. And from what I know, she did suffer like a knee injury past to like the Dubai experience that she did. So from what we're looking at, her costumes, she has new dancers. I think there's another little controversy going on, which we'll talk about later on. But I feel as if you know her team, you know what she do. Your spot is not guaranteed because everybody has to retry each and every time to make the team. And I think that's fair. Like, it's good to rotate to see what other people are made of. So I appreciate that. But yeah, the Renaissance has been kicked off, and I think this is probably her most successful tour besides the self-titled tour as well as the Formation tour. But yeah, from what I was saying before, I think this album, the fact that everything is happening within Act 1, which is still amazing and shocking to me, which I don't think nobody's ready to talk about what Act 2 or even 3, or I believe, that's just my opinion, you might hear it here, I believe there is a mysterious 4th act of the Renaissance, because 4 is her favorite number, let's not forget. So like and subscribe, guys. Here are the new contents for this month, and I'll see you guys soon. Let's make sure we cover all of them. Bye bye.